here we go. Thank you so much. It's a privilege and an honor and a blessing to be here. I'm the first generation Rocker and Bboy. I'm here as a representative of my generation. So on behalf of my generation, I want to say thank you from all of us. First and foremost, I want to give a shout out to Rick, House, and Danny for putting it together. This is something that I believe in. It is the true spirit of where I come from. And realistically, this is priceless. It's definitely priceless. I'm glad also to have Kid Glyde, who is a member of my Star Child of Rock family, because he continues to give back. And he is a part of a legacy and a crew that was synonymously placed their name in history as a part of an evolutionary aspect of this beautiful dance that became an art form. Much respect, much love, and I'm blessed to be sitting next to him and Dynamic. So give it up to Dynamic and what they were and they continue to be. Melanie, thank you, because you're just an extension of energy that the youth need to find within themselves. Our culture is built on empowering, influencing, and inspiring. That's what we do. The simplicity and the beauty of our culture, it's music and people. Period. Anything more than that, and I'm going to be blunt, it's our culture is a multi-cultural culture. It's come one, come all. It's you don't have to be a star to be in our show. That's what we are. Period. Anything that's being portrayed out there without nothing, it's got no value. Our culture is based on individuality. We as humans, instinctively, we take for granted those things and those closest to us. So on that note, stop looking for crews and b-boys outside of Arizona, because you're part of a legacy of what this man and his crew has been doing. Various style is the backbone. Your cultural history in Arizona to the b-boy art form. So stop praising crews and b-boys outside of your zone, because you have to pay homage to where you come from. Okay? Stop taking for granted people and crews and environments that you take for granted. Support this and stop saving your money to be a part of something else. What is the value that you're getting? This is value here. This is priceless. Period. And with that note, just to be a part of this, I should be paying them. Realistically, I should be paying them. This is priceless to me. This right now, I don't know how to be paid back, but just to make sure you understand the beauty of who you are, what you mean to this culture. Okay? Now, when I say I am a Bronx, Puerto Rican, Rocker and Bboy, I am proud to be Puerto Rican from the Bronx. Be proud of your cultural history first. If you're an Italian and you're an B girl, be proud to say, I am an Italian B girl. You don't have to say hip hop. Hip hop is the marketing tool for you to continue to move on. And all is the marketing tool to bring those uneducated here for we and us to educate them the right way. That's all it is. Okay? You are not. When somebody tells you, you a b-boy? Or you a breaker? Are you a popper? Are you a locker? Are you this? Are you that? And you say, no, I don't do none of that. But what I do is I got a space and I bring the youth inside and I let them find themselves through this urban artistic art form. And now you're going to tell me just because you don't dance and you don't do anything of the entity, which now is called elements. Okay, because the original, it's entities. It existed before anything was packaged. And for somebody that says, well, since you do that, you're not hip hop. My thing is, when you say, I'm hip hop, then can you describe to me, what the hell is it? Well, I'm a b-boy, and I do a little bit of rap. You out here got it. The essence of what we are as a culture is how you find yourself through an artistic art form. Once you do that, you empower your creative abilities. You take control. Once you do that, it doesn't stop when you stop dancing, writing, playing music. It's a life experience that continues to go on with you. When you know who you are and what you want, you make the choices. That's what we are. Anything other than that, once again, it's just downright bullshit. So forget about what you heard, what has been written. You, each one of you, is the glory to the culture. It's the future to the culture. It's how the culture was embraced. And it continues to evolve. Why? Because our generations just keep getting younger. Okay? And on top of that, as the years has gone by, it bridges the gap between parent and child. Because now, it's the parents that are bringing in this child. When back then, it's kids do their own thing, and grown-ups do their own thing. There is no interaction. But the parents allow you to go find yourself. And the beauty of this culture is when music brings people, you're not looked at where you come from, what's your background, how you speak. Because I come from a generation that the closest I ever got to somebody who was Asian was, can I get an order of pork fried rice and maybe an egg roll? The closest. Now I have brothers from the Asian community all over the world that we can sit down because the ice has been broken. And it's all about what can we do right now? What can we pass on for later? This right now is what it's all about. It was the music, it was the people, it was the energy of each one of you. Once you understand how empowering this culture is to each one of you, you will understand the beauty of oneself. When they say the fifth element is knowledge, it's the knowledge of everyone. It's oneself. Knowledge of oneself. You could be taught, but you as a teacher will only take within what you want to take with you. That is knowledge. Period. Period. You understand? This right here, it's urban abstract art form. And the name is graffiti. Politically correct graffiti. But how is it interpreted? With a creative flow, it is an urban abstract artwork. When you say abstract, it only needs to make sense to the person who's doing it. And the beauty is what you interpret. It's the same way with the dance. It's the same way with the dance. When I tell you, you need b-boy flavor. If you're Italian, I need you to go back to your parents. If you had the opportunity to have a family gathering where you know your grandparents, your parents, your uncles, your cousins are coming in, and music is going to be playing to what moves them, I suggest you sit back and you watch, because your flavor is there. You need to bring that here. You cannot be taught that here. Flavor is what you always had that you lost when you walk into this door. You're doing it backwards. When I tell you, stop taking for granted things, beauty, life lessons, suggestions, because that means they've been there, they've done that. History it teaches you what happened, how it happened, for you not to repeat it. That's what it is. So when your parents tell you something, that's a historical valid point of view for someone who's been there and done that. So you go, nah, that's Genesis. Now, evolutionary aspect just changes with music, style, vocabulary that will actually capture that moment, place, and time. But the values of the facts always comes along with you. So get back and understand first and foremost where you come from. Value that. Bring that here. Because flavor can never be taught to you. When you come in, you're going to be taught technical aspects of dance forms. That's it. It's what you do to make that yours. It is your flavor, your interpretation, your musicality, your self-empowerment, your time to let it out. That's who you are. That's the beauty of the culture. That's empowerment, that's individuality. How many different cultures we got here with historical values and backgrounds? What they mean to the United States. What are the real values? Each one of you, your parents, your grandparents, set stone here for you. History means do not repeat it. So whatever advice your parents or your grandparents, because those are your history books, that shit you're not going to find in any library. Those are verbal history facts. Listen, take what you need. Like I said, self-education, knowledge is what you want to take in. You probably won't take it in now, but through life, subliminally, you're going to sound like your mother, you're going to sound like your father, and your kids are going to be like you. That's just a fact. That's just a fact. So forget about everything that you read here. The hip-hop label is a concept. It is not who you are. I am a proud Bronx, Puerto Rican, Rocker and Bboy. I don't need hip-hop to describe who I am, what I represent, because I come from a generation of a forgotten era, which is the foundation of it all. So stop praising those who come after us. Praise those that paved the way through its evolutionary beauty. And they go 1, 2, 3. Generations of empowerment. Beauty to want to give back. Beauty to want to create an outlet. What you have here, we created in abandoned buildings because we didn't have anything. We never conform to conformity. We adapt to it, we excel, and we overcome. Each one of you. That phoenix, it should have down legs on the side, right? Because that's what it is. If you get where you at, look at that phoenix. It keeps burning. But it's flying and it's soaring and it's beautiful. It's burning.